Nah, we're game. It's still loading. Hello, people. Hello, chat. Forgot how long it takes this game to load up. I was expecting music, Professor. Oh. And if you know what that was a reference to, here we go. It's starting up. I have a kitten. You can't see the kitten, but I see the kitten. Hello, little Stormlust. There's the game. Stormlust. Oh, she's a pretty kitten. She gets pets. Why? Because she's not being a Tasmanian devil right now. Yes, you're not being a Tasmanian devil. Oh, she might go curl up and eep over on the other chair. Come on, dude. Do it. One of the things I've been doing in the past couple days is moving my Steam library off of the mechanical drive that it's currently on. And I've put it onto solid state drive. But it's an external. We'll see how it behaves. There we go. Got music. Yay, we have music. The music in this game is really good, but it's also very able to get your blood pressure going. It's really, really good at that. So today was actually a decent day for farming the Aged Deed in Lord of the Rings Online. I managed to get 2 of them today. One of them on my primary character on the Grand server. Phoenix at Grand has the Aged Deed.
Amongst the wild threads of history.
No, Paul, you don't exist. I really do wish they would make it so that we did not have to press the spacebar to clear out that cutscene after you've seen it 5 billion times. Alright, let's hop on the server. None of my friends are on right now, but that's okay. You notice my character is level 69? Nice! So hopefully we can get some fun going on here. There has been some amazing roleplay on this server. This is the Rhythm RP server. And I still do not have the Discord link handy. And I don't want to just make a generic invite link. I want to grab the permanent one from Devilor's channel. The problem with that is that you can't trigger the command unless he's live, and he's not live. He may not be live today until super late because it's his D&D night with him and his beautiful girlfriend, Cherry Babam, who plays, they play Forrester and Andella on this server. And it's their 7-year IRL anniversary. And what's fun that I love about them is the fact that they met by playing on a GTA 5 RP server, and their characters got close, and then their players got close, and now they live together. And they're so fucking adorable. And they're really good people. They are totally good people. Because sometimes I think I drive Lord a drink, which is not very hard to do. I'm gonna go look and see what it takes to get my thing pushed to the stream channel in the server. Holy fuck, Gingy's listed here. Play an etiquette server info. Choose your faction, tech issues, lore discussion, memes and nonsense. Yeah, I don't. I'm going to search for the word stream in the OC stream channel. To any member streaming Dune with the word rhythm somewhere in their title, make sure your Twitch account is linked to your Discord and you have share my activity enabled in your Discord privacy settings. Okay. So let me go take a look at my Discord privacy settings. I have share my activity enabled, but I have it disabled on every server except the Rhythm RP and the other one for certain members of Rhythm RP. So I don't know why it's not announcing that I'm streaming the game. It kind of bites because, you know, there are people here that I wouldn't mind watching my stream, except I'll die of embarrassment when they watch. Okay, game, hurry up. Let me post a message in. I have asked the question. We shall see what response I get. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to see who's around, which unfortunately none of my friends are around right now, which is fine. I kind of want to go do this. Para west of the Great Hammer of Mirzabah. A table of stone set for God's peace. Turn Para north from its bounty and seek the cave of the Purple Eye. So Para west of the Great Hammer. Well, the Great Hammer is that big honking thing in the Vermilion Gap. I also probably should do some surveys because surveys bad. I'm really bad about surveying shit. See, like, all of this, I haven't even surveyed it. I'm not sure why this still shows up as being surveyed. But I seem to remember the last Coriolis storm. When it blew through, it basically wiped out everything. So I'm kind of wanting to go back and do this. To finish this out. So, I don't know. Why do you not know? And hopefully if I run into some folks, we can get some RP going. My immediate goal is to unlock the Mentat tree and unlock the Bennie G tree. Yes, that's what we officially call it. The Bene Gesserit tree is known as Bennie G. Hashtag just lore things. Hashtag just dev lore things, I should say. So, this was the one that I was trying to do. This one is part of the unlock for the Bene Gesserit one. Hi, Stormlost. Oh, Stormlost wants to just curl up in the box. You're gonna be a loaf? I've got a Stormlost loaf. One of these days I am gonna get a kitten cam so you can watch her when she's eeping in her box. And then you can go, oh my god, how much cat hair does one medium hair cat generate? So, the other one is... basically, I want to also unlock the Advanced Trooper one. And I found where this extraction facility was in the Rift. But I need to actually take like a vehicle there. So I think I might want to borrow one of the buggies and head that away. And hope I don't get... but I want to try to get the Bennie G one started, though. And also the Swordmaster one. I actually... okay. If you were here last time that I played Dune, I actually wound up driving past this Sandfly base on the way back to the Thopter after I died and had not put down a beacon. So my beacon is over by the Bennie G quest. So I'm going to do the Bennie G quest, this one. So we're going to try and find these 2 books. And not die doing so. And then we'll go from there. And I've been actually really happy about how much stuff I've been able to do. I do need to spend more in... I managed to crack into aluminum and duraluminum, or as the Brits would say, aluminium. But that's a lot of intel to get into the Plastanium ship for sure. But what I really want to do is start unlocking a lot of this stuff. So I need to finish the quest to be able to unlock the tread wheel. So I'm at the point where the only thing that I can spend intel on to boost my intel numbers is like these lower tier things. I mean, I don't need to make a sand bike Mark II. I might want to make a Mark III, because I have all the other parts for the Mark... well, those are buggy things. But I have most of the other parts. If I get 7 more, I can do the Mark IV sand bike. We'll go from there. But for right now, let's go do some stuff. Let's make sure nobody has said anything. Nope. Valk is actually somebody I met playing No Man's Sky. Fun. And I was learning something about the Landsrod earlier today. Chome refining contract and new decree has been issued. So I know nothing about the Landsrod. But it looks like Hark won last time. Repair costs and refining times are reduced by 75%. That's a nice one. So nobody's doing Landsrad right now because the Coriolis Storm, which is basically their cover for the weekly reset, which happens at midnight Eastern, basically, in order to do the lands rad, you need to know where to find all these lovely people. And then you need to do their quests. And their quests could be something as simple as kill a bunch of people, or it could be turn in a whole pile of things. And Devilore has a spreadsheet to help you figure out what you can do. And there's also some stuff that you can do as a personal contribution and get a little something out of it. So that's kind of nice. But one thing I am going to do, though, since I'm here, is... Hold on. These are the weekly rewards. So whoever wins the lands rad can pick one of these 3. I think they kind of want this one. I personally would prefer this one because I'm only a low-level character, but I'll do what I gotta do, you know? Alright, that being said, I need to check a few things. Hold on. Because I need to fix this. Have that set to H. What is the H function in game? So I set that to H for some reason. I don't remember why. Keybinds. Keybinds. No. Controls. No, H. What does H do? H is toggle shields. Okay. So that was one reason why I put that there. But previously, I wanted it to be Q, so I'm going to change that back to Q. Because part of the problem is this game assumes that you're using a keyboard for everything. And I don't use a keyboard for everything. I have a Razer Tartarus. And dash is your left alt. Oh, well, I need to fix that, don't I? That's why I don't have a dash. So I need to fix dash. I also need to change some settings for when I'm flying. Because when I'm flying, I keep hitting my left shift key. And my left shift key when I'm flying makes my thing go into vulture mode. I don't know why that's red, but ground, air, fly forward, ascend, descend. Yeah, left control is descend. Free look, harness release, vulture mode is left shift. I need to change that because I keep getting it to where I'm looking for like a booster of some kind, and that's not how that shit works. So I'm gonna make that empty. We need to find a key that we can use for vulture mode. I would honestly use V, because I don't like using the V button for voice chat. I use my left alt key for voice chat. Alright, so alright, we're going to mess with things. So we're gonna change this to V. Alright, V for vulture. And we're gonna go back to brake pass, E-brake. Alright. Dash is set to caps lock. Okay. C is for cookie. C. Okay, this needs to go back to being Q. Where did I put my Q? Oh, my Q is there. Okay, so I can leave that as H. Leave that as shift. Leave that as C. I'm gonna put the Z key. I'm gonna make this one my dash. Okay. Let's see what happens. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's what I was trying to do. That's what I was trying to do. Alright, now I just have to remember that that's my dash key. Because I get my ass kicked in melee fights because I hadn't been able to dash because I didn't have the keybind set up right for it. So, yay! Alright. Now, that being said, let's go do a couple of quests, shall we? We're gonna go to the Masquerade territory, and those guys are assholes. We all know this. I thought I saw the button for voice chat. Oh. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Okay, it must have gotten toggled on and now it's not. Okay, I don't recall that being open. I guess Cherry was redecorating again. Okay. We have food. We have bandages. Do I have blood bags? I have blood bags. That one's pretty bunged up, though. Now, let's go see if we have any large blood bags floating around. This is the right floor to do that on, too. Oh, there's blood bags and bodies galore! I might want to borrow... Ooh, that's an MK6. Oh, man. I would feel bad about borrowing that one. It's an MK3, but I've got an MK5 that they lent me. Let's see. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm gonna borrow that. Medium, we have a large up here. I'm gonna borrow the large. And I'm gonna put this one in to be fixed. So I've got a large, a Scipio, a Gluttons, and another large. Yeah, so I'm gonna be coming back with lots of blood. Lots of blood. How are we doing on blood here, though? Oh, somebody must have just dropped some shit off. What this one? Oh, hello, game. That's not good. Try that again. Okay, so it looks like somebody just dropped some off. So I'm going to actually go with the large, the Scipio. Yeah, I'm not gonna, actually gonna put that one back. I'm gonna put that one back. 'Cause it looks like somebody did the Glutton quest, and I have not personally done the Glutton quest because I'm nowhere near that good yet. But I did watch it when Gingy streamed it, so he knows about it. I'm gonna put this back in here. Okay. I think we're gonna be okay. Now, one thing I would like to point out is because we are so close to the Coriolis. The Coriolis storm is the weekly reset, and what they do is they make things look like shit. It's hard to fly, so you want to be careful when you're flying. I was in, you know, I could have just stayed in the hangar. Let's see. What do I have for batteries? That one's almost dead, so I want... Well, I have another battery. It's actually in the Thopter itself game. Oh, yeah. That's not gonna be good if I'm gonna go try to clear some shit out. I'm going to donate this bit of wire. And there's like a lot of these batteries. But I have a full battery, a full one of these large ones in the Thopter's thing anyway, so just gonna leave that there. Let's just put this up here. Okay. Oh, I didn't know there was, like, we're parked right on top of a testing station. Well, there we go. I would like to point out how well I park my Thopter. Look at this, chat. Look how neat this is. Look how much space. You could park 2 whole other Thopters in here. Let's not clip our sandcrawler base. Ooh, speaking of bases, I will need to go in and I have something I do need to do with my own base. My own base is going bye-bye. I'm going to get rid of the thief on it. Hark base, hark base. One of the things about playing tonight is as we get closer to the adventure, get closer to the Coriolis at midnight, what's going to happen is that the weather is going to get increasingly bad. The good news is we're not going to see any sandstorms every hour until after the Coriolis passes. Alright. Alright, here we are. We're close enough as to not... Never mind. So I'm just waiting for everything in the game to load in. I'm gonna go down a little bit, go down a little bit. So we were trying to go through this structure. Is somebody shooting at me? I think I'm playing on a potato. Good gracious. Alright, we're gonna scooch in here. This is a nice safe spot. Wait for the Thopter to stop hopping. There we go. Alright, I do have one app in the background that might need to go bye-bye. Hold on, chat. Task Manager. Holy shit, Dune Awakening is hogging up 16 gigabytes of memory. Holy fuck. Dune, what are you doing? Like GIMP was running. It is running, but it's not taking up any memory, so we can leave that. But holy fuck, Dune is hogging up a lot of memory. Alright. Well, we'll just have to cope with it. Why is my kitty cat meowing? It's hogging up 30% of my CPU as well, so that's enjoyable.
Someone's here. Shields up.
Yeah, I'm shooting people with a sniper rifle. Up close and personal. Got you, lady. Oh, seriously? Oh, it's the poison. Whoa. Ooh. Got shinies off of her. Nice. Alright, let's go get the other person. Aww. That took too long. Alright. I'm actually gonna take this back to the Thopter. So stuff I don't necessarily need on my person. I'm actually going to... Oh, that's a house for fixed snub nose? Nice. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of that. Because holy crap, that did no damage. Clip size 24, clip size, oof, that was not good. Wow. Why is Dune hogging up so much freaking memory, though? That's weird. Let me know, chat, if you know the answer to that question. Yeah, that's not the button I wanted. Tab opens my inventory in No Man's Sky. Okay, so 30, 39.5, so... I mean, the rifle is nice, but it probably... If I'm going to do something that does a lot of damage, I'm probably going to want to use this one. Effective range, though, is a lot better on the rifle. On the other hand, I'm not going to be that far. Okay. We're going to equip the Mala pistol in place of the rifle. See if that gets us anything. I did actually make myself a Cutter A Mark IV, so now I can actually do aluminium if I need to. Oh my god, this is terrible. This might make this a little bit spicy. The good news is my respawn point is at this place, so... Oh man, I'm noticing that my thing's also transmitting. Hold on, please. Voice chat is on. Voice activation mode is push to talk. So it should not be activating. That's weird. La. La 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 la. La 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 la. Alright. La 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 la. think there's anything down there. If there is, I don't worry about it. So the thing that I'm looking for, I believe, is actually up top. At least that's my impression of things. But if this thing is hogging up all my CPU, I really need to maybe restart the game. Let me just set all the graphics to high. Bring it down out of the rafters. Oh yeah, that brought like, it took like 10 gigs off of how much shit it was using, like right then and there. So we're not as sexy as we were. Can I just open that? Apparently not. Give me that. Yeah, that feels much smoother. Much, much smoother. Alright. Alright, you've gone bye-bye. Maybe not. Smoother. Yes, no, maybe. Learn how to climb, Druid. Seriously. So we were just in. Now there is a little room down here. A little space down here where there's a little chest, or there was. Aha, there it is. Learn how to drive. Okay. Oh, so. Oh, that was fun. Oh, that is not fun. That is indeed fun. Okay, I think this is as far as I got last time. Come on, you. Get him. I got him! They also got me. Oh, I think that's what I'm looking for right there. Let me steal your stuff. Let me steal your stuff. Come on, give me your stuff. Come on. You got your stuff. Okay. Let's get the thing I actually believe I came here for. Oh. Oh man, my backpack is full. Hold. What can I get rid of? We're gonna drop the booze. I don't need the booze. But an actual decaliter, John? Yeah, I mean, well, we can always make those. Let's see what else we got going on in here. But I didn't find the thing I'm looking for. Hi, dead person. There's just a dead person there. Oh, they must have despawned. Okay, so it says it's 59 meters this way. $43 meters. 36. I'm very confused. I'll go back out here. Oh, it's up there? That would make sense, actually. Alright, let's jump. Yeah. Okay, so we gotta get up there, I suppose. Well, hello. So I imagine that's what they put them there. Okay, so now we're gonna climb up there. Man, this thing is definitely triggering my dislike of heights. My fear of heights. Come on. One time I'm gonna have to shoot somebody up here or they're gonna shoot me. That would be very unfortunate. Oh. What? Oh. Oh, there's only a ladder to get up here.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Thanks, Mom. It's just a band-aid. A heal kit. I'm very confused. I have to climb up even further? Or is it down there? Oh! I see you now. The hell, game? We're just gonna leave it out in the middle of nowhere. Oh, Jesus. I don't like heights! I do, however, like shooting people from them. Hold still. I like that! That's fun. Alright. So now we're gonna YOLO. And we're gonna yoink your blood. Oh no! Well, we're done blooding people. Okay, so I thought there was a thing over here, but just a light. Alright, we're going back to my ride. And you can already see how bad it is, so like every time, every hour, it gets even worse. So for like 11 to midnight, it's basically it's nothing but just straight on sandstorm. Alright. And this is my OG bike. There's nothing in it, so it's here. It's just gonna stay here until, I don't know. I could tear it down. And then recycle the parts. The kitten is made of liquid. Alright. Hold on. Got a couple, Eviscerator. Ooh. I don't think I have the parts for any of this stuff. Alright. I don't think I am gonna do those. I'm gonna turn off. It's a little bit warm in the office right now. Okay, so... put this in here so we can put that in there instead. Okay, where's the next leg of our little adventure while I take a swig off of my deciliter, John? Where are we going next? For the other leg of our little adventure. Oh, I've never been there before, so I guess we're going there. Now we want to track it. Put a waypoint on it too. Alright, let's go. Also, one thing I do want to do is I need to make another respawn. Because I don't think I can pick up a respawn thing. So I'm gonna actually go back in there and get some metal. Throw the horns. Or no, there's actually this camper right up here. I'm just gonna go get some metal from these guys.
Coming.
Yeah, sometimes I actually just use my my sniper rifle as stealing your stuff. I'm gonna steal your stuff. Alright. And your thing is still looted, so I need my cutlery. Give me some of your metal. Wow, Druid, learn how to cutlery. Thank you. And we are going to make ourselves a respawn beacon. Also, what I'm going to do, since I don't need the blood thing no more, because we're full up on blood, I'm going to heal myself up using the lesser healy things. There we go. And let's go. Oh, yeah. Let's not crash into things, shall we? That looks like a place where it would be. Yep, there it is. So let's find a nice spot to land and out of the way. This is sheltered, so we're cool. It feels like overkill. Alright, storage is full, we know this. Alright. So, what we're looking for is up there. Really? Wow. Alright. Well, I guess we'll just crawl the long way. Also, I want to pop up. Jesus Christ, how far along?
Identify yourself.
Oh, hi. Man, she's kicking my damn ass. You got buddies? Okay, good now. Taking your stuff though. Hold on. No. Keep hitting Y when I mean B. I'm gonna need another one of these later on. Ooh, I did not actually put one down. Hold. Please, while I do that. I should put it down by the thopter. Which means I'm gonna have to climb all the freaking way back up here. But that's okay. I kinda thinking the sword is so damn slow. 138 versus yeah, I'm gonna go back to the Kindle. Kindle is just doing so much better for me. Come on, up. Come on. Okay. Oh, is that the Sardi's? Oh, it's just their lights. Alright. Oh, this is just the Masquerade camp? This is not what I'm looking for? Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Hello. Alright, let's go. I love the full planar belt. Alright. Pokey our nose in here. Oh, I leveled up. I'm no longer nice. Okay. Let's see. Is there anybody I can hit? 131? Ay, ay, ay. Why do I have a feeling it's gonna be out on a ledge somewhere? Oh, hello. Ow! Ugh. Poison! Being poisoned! Oh god, my backpack is full again. Poison can go away anytime now, please. Bet it's up there. Yeah, we want to get this guy first. Alright, this might get spicy. Trying to do your little stunny stun, and I got you first. Oh shit, there's more. Pop your head up again, chickadee. Come on. That's what we have to say about that. Alright. Let's get rid of something we don't need. We don't need that. Alright. Because I do want that rifle you got there, sunshine. Alright, I need to drop something else for that. Let's drop some food. Don't need any food. Got your stuff. Alright, let's see what else we got in here. Alright. Crap. Okay, we want to drop... We're gonna drop these because... tubing is fine. Some of the stuff is not worried about it. Okay. And there was the lady that was up there. What's in here? What's in here? Band-aids. I can't take them. That's fine. there. I'm just gonna fly. La di da di da di da. Steal your stuff. Okay, it's just a light. There's a light. We're looking for the book, and it's likely to be in a weird ass spot. 74 meters of that away. It's probably above me. I spy with my little eye something right over there. And that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Let's see, what can we get rid of? Oh man, I don't want to drop those. Actually, here's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna do those and drop those. We're gonna take the house Jabal spit rifle and we're gonna drop these so I can grab the aluminium ore. Alright. So now I need to go back to Sister What's-Her-Face. Although I do want to go in there and see what's going on over there. Because I want to see. Feels like this is one of the places where there would be a spice thing going on, but hey, look, there's a thing here. Items I can take with me. Alright. Hello, little kitten. What are you doing? Okay, so I think we're pretty much done with this. We just need to jump back down and get out of here. Yep, YOLO. Except that wasn't what I was looking for. But I will yoink anyway. Did I get myself trapped in a room? Oh. Okay. Oh, it's a nice little side room. Neato. Okay. Hello, kitty catten. My cat is making noise. She's a meowing. Scamper's meowing. Okay, we came in over here. Alright, now the question is, where's my... Dude, where's my thopter? It's over there. Ooh, and there was a fragment camp back there, but I'm not worried about that. I'm here to turn in my shit. Oh hey, this thing happened again. So let me do this first. Yoink. Okay. So that was a successful adventure. Scamper, why are you meowing? You're being such a butthead. So what I really would love to do is find some peeps to RP with. So I'm gonna go wander. And I'm going to go turn in this to Sister Mesa. Yeah, Sister Mesa. Whenever I think of Mesa, I think of like Mesa. Oh, there's somebody stopped her. Hello. I managed to skirt around Mesa Taro last night on a sand bike, or the other day. It was a little bit spicy, I'm not gonna lie. It was a little bit spicy. One of my goals, though, is to... Oh, there's the pirate ship! We're gonna go RP with these people. We're gonna go RP with these people. We're gonna see if anybody's home, because I saw this out of character, and I'm really excited to check it out. They built a pirate ship on the sands. It's so clever. Looks like we got a whole 9 yards. I got a carrier, I think, and yeah, that looks really good. Let's see if I can find somebody who's home. And since we know there's no storm coming, I'm just gonna land over here and just do a halloo or something. Learn how to drive.
Not there landing on my ship.
Oh no. I was admiring your ship. I was never gonna land on it, no.
Alright.
This is a wonderful construction.
Thank you very much. I put a lot of effort into it.
Permission to come aboard?
Sure, why not? There's
Thank
not
you,
much to see on the top deck.
Oh my god, this is so wonderful. Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
My name's Kyriana. It's a pleasure to meet
I'm
you.
Calico.
Oh, Calico? Very nice to meet you.
That's right. I'm the captain of the ship, so to speak.
How do you mean, so to speak?
Well, it's not really going anywhere, is it?
Oh, well, that's fair. But still, so much effort into its construction.
Thank you.
What,
Who brings you in these parts over here?
Oh, I was just doing a little bit of training, some, practicing flying a thopter. I'm gonna scooch over here into the shade, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm
You know,
unfortunately...
the Rift is probably the best place to practice your flying, if you're really trying to fly.
Oh, I was flying in there and I almost ripped a wing off my thopter. So, I think I need to do a little bit of flying above the sand, above the rift for a little bit until I get better, and then make my way down there when I'm a little bit more confident in my skills.
That would make sense. You don't want to smash right into a rock down there. Someone might never find your body.
Ugh, believe me, I found other people's bodies down there.
Bodies everywhere in Arrakis, but down there the sandstorm
is
keeps
true.
them from decaying.
This is true. So what's the eventual plan with this ship?
Well, as soon as my crewmates decide to get out of their beds and wake up, I plan on making my way over to the water baron across from us, meeting them officially. I want to make some sort of trade deal. Eventually, we're going to start selling blueprints here from the deep desert.
Yeah, I've yet to be into the deep desert. I'll be honest, it's a little bit scary for someone like me. As you could probably tell.
Flying is probably your priority for now.
Yeah, to make sure I can get places and escape if I need to. Which, you know, here on Arrakis, that's more often than I'm comfortable with, but it is what it is.
Yes. The sandstorms out there approach very fast. Escaping is pretty crucial to your survival.
Yeah, indeed so. So, yeah, for now, I'm comfortable where I am, but I still need to extend what I know. And that's just gonna simply take practice, just like me rehearsing a part on stage is what I used to do before I came to Arrakis.
Oh, you wrote, did you write plays or did you just participate?
Oh, in both of them.
Killing me.
Mostly performing,
Let's
but...
go over here. You okay? Okay, there you are.
Oh, I lost you for just a moment. But no,
better.
oh, definitely a lot better, especially with the howling of the wind. No, I did a bit of both. Did a bit of writing. Mostly did stage construction and I wouldn't say leading roles in plays. I always like to be more character parts because you can really get into a nice juicy bit of role and chew a little bit of scenery, and as long as you don't upstage the leading stars, the ones with the egos, then it's all fun.
You're the one that played the part to make the lead role more pronounced.
Oh yeah. So if there were the right lead role, I'd be happy to take that on. But I really haven't found the right part yet. But right now, all plans are a little bit on hold. Though I understand there's, I've been over the tavern is looking for performers, so I need to go over there and see. I unfortunately did miss their grand opening. I'm very sad about that. But
I
I'm
missed
looking-
it as well.
Yeah. To be fair, I drowned my sorrows in cake.
You just say cake.
Yes, cake, like the confectionery thing. Soft and moist and very, very tasty.
Oh, okay.
Cake. So, yeah, I wasn't able to make it out there, so I did what I could with what I had. But I unfortunately haven't had an opportunity to get back there and maybe make some arrangements with the proprietors.
Well, there's no day like the present.
Oh, this is true. Though with these storms whipping up,
Especially
I probably
with
wouldn't find
the-
a place.
I was gonna say, especially with the storm coming, it might be best to head over there while you're paying.
This is true. I was heading in that general direction anyway. I was gonna pop in and see if anybody was around as I was on my errands.
What else were you doing with your errands?
Mostly running contracts with various people. They say, go do this, go kill this person, go find this evidence
I
of,
see.
you know. It's not exactly the life I would have chosen for myself, but in order to survive, I've got to do what I have to do.
There's nothing wrong with some light mercenary work.
Yeah, as long as it's all that is.
Surely it doesn't lead to anything that would put you down a path.
Well, I hope it doesn't. The only path I originally thought for myself would be one, performing and writing and being part of that whole scene. I mean, I grew up on Chiswick, so that's kind of the thing that we do there.
Maybe this is just, you need to get into your role a little more. Be the mercenary. Practice the part.
That sounds like very sage advice. I will definitely take that in mind. I appreciate it.
It will definitely help you survive here on Arrakis, that's for sure.
Yeah. But I still want to take a lesson I learned from a mechanic of my acquaintance who also recommends being kind to everybody. I like kindness.
Mechanic?
Yes. She helped fix my thopter a couple times.
I've been looking for a mechanic. A lot of our bullshit's starting to get into smoky territory.
Oh. Well, her name is Chloe. She lives on top of the rift. She's got a very nice repair shop there. A lot of people apparently go there.
I'll have to fly over there and see if I can find the building.
Oh, it's a large building. It's mostly square, but it's sitting on a ledge above the rift. It's actually an Imperial testing station down in the rift nearby. What number was it? 29, I think? I think that was the number that was on the contract that was near her place. I was like, oh, I know where this is. Well, it's going to be pretty hard to miss.
29,
Yeah, 29.
right? I'll take
I
your
believe
word
so.
for it.
I believe so. I could be mistaken. I apologize if so.
It's alright. You said you haven't been to the deep yet, so you wouldn't really be interested in purchasing any schematics from out there, would you?
I honestly don't believe I could afford anything from out there. But I'll definitely keep you in mind.
Now's the time you're gonna have the look for Ari. I'm gonna say that much. Later, you're gonna find it harder to come by.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have much right now. What with the taxes and all.
Well, these bullshit taxes, I swear to God.
I kind of agree with that, especially considering how much they charge for how little you get for them, yeah.
25K to run this entire facility.
Wait, 45,
week.
4-5.
25.
Oh, 25.
Still
Even
not great,
so,
though.
that's insane. But I
For some
suppose.
reason, we're doing so well with the Landsrats. I would go out there and fucking do work for the Landsrat in order to get the Solaria needed or keep this place running.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have unfortunately not been able to participate in any of the Landsrad things yet. So,
Hasn't
I
really
am not
been
really
too
established.
violent, I would say, so far. I've tried to fight people, just no one ever shows up, so
Oh,
it's pretty much free reign out there in the desert right now.
well, unfortunately, knowing my luck, I would probably
Go run
wind.
into somebody.
I'll run into somebody, yes. Like the very first time the second time I went into a testing station, I ran into somebody, and they helped me out. And then I wound up having to work a contract for them by the time I was done. It was something resembling enjoyable, I suppose.
Who was it?
A Harkonnen gentleman. I didn't know he was Harkonnen.
See.
Yeah. Goes by the name of Crane.
Right, I've heard that name. I've yet
Yeah.
to meet him, though.
Well, he's how to phrase it. Being where I'm from, he kind of gave me the heebie-jeebies. I think we would call it the heebie-jeebies. Kind of creepy,
Interesting.
but not like a
Alright.
cold-blooded murderer like some of his associates. Would be happy to blow your head off if you sneeze at them.
I'd like to see them try, to be honest.
Well, for those who are more accomplished fighters than I expect you would do much better against them than I would. Being that I'm so new to this place and still learning my way around. But I do my best with what I can.
I would assume with all your acting, you at least know how to fight a little bit.
I can tell you the stage acting is not hardly anything like fighting for real. Stage fighting, some of the sword strokes might look the same, but they are definitely not the same at all. Stage is for the show, it's for the spectacle, it's for the flashiness. But when you're fighting for real, it's get it done, be functional, get the other person down before they get you down. That's why I've actually taken to liking sniper rifles of all things, because they can't gut you if you've already knocked them down before they've even got to you.
I just trap them in a gravity mine and use a flamethrower, and they melt real fast.
Oh, that must smell terrible.
That's why you had the mask on.
Yeah, but even so, I don't know if there's any mask on this planet that can. Cause yeah, I smelled somebody who was on fire once. It was not a good smell.
Depends how much hair they have. If they have a bunch of hair, then they smell terrible. But otherwise, it smells like barbecue.
Oh, you did not just say barbecue. I'm never gonna eat barbecue ever again in my life.
The best you're gonna find here are maybe some kebabs or some moadi, but I really highly doubt anyone has barbecue out here.
Oh, I hope not. Cause yeah, you might have put me off barbecue for the rest of my life.
Well, that's a shame. I doubt you'd ever be able to get any more anyway.
That's probably fair. Well,
What's your favorite meal?
Oh goodness. Before or after arriving on Arrakis, because my favorite meal here is anyone that I can get that I'm not gonna puke back up. But back on Chiswick, we had some decent food. My family wasn't rich or anything. We're no sort of lords or ladies, but we did okay. I mentioned cake, and that was basically probably my favorite. I get it once a year.
Just that. Yeah, that's it. Nothing else.
I mean, those kebabs you mentioned sound pretty good, but no, I honestly, I really never paid too much attention to what I ate, because I mean there were always a few special meals here and there, for special occasions or something, but my family, we had enough, so I didn't really put too much thought in it. Does that make any sense? It was there. It was food.
Right. You were too rich to care.
No, we weren't that rich. But,
Anyone who says they're not that rich is pretty rich.
okay, let me rephrase this. We were working class. We worked for our living. We had enough. We didn't feel the need to have more and more and more. I mean, it would have been nice to have a nice gown or something to go out with, but I was always too busy. No, I didn't really have to worry about it too much.
Why the hell are you on Arrakis then?
Well, the thing about performances is you have to be careful who's in the audience. And if you happen to be singing a song that kinda sets off a rather fiery lord who didn't like the fact that the song implied some sort of negative. It wasn't negative, it was just not even criticism. It was basically making a little bit of fun about something that had happened. Nothing major. I mean, hardly anything at all. But you know, he felt he'd been insulted, and then here we go. He made sure that I wound up here.
You're basically taking against your... Do your people even know you're on Arrakis right now?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
So you don't have any Solari because your family isn't aware.
Well, I mean, not massive amounts of Solari. I've only got what I've scrounged here. You know, doing contracts. Quite frankly, looting, doing a little bit of pickpocketing, being a little bit of a burglar. I mean, dead slaves.
Right.
They're not going to really need their Solari, are they?
They evidently don't need their skin and body either.
Well, I know dead people are taken to the death stills to, you know, get their water. So I've heard enough of them yell at me, your water is mine! I'm like, no, it's not. It's mine still. You can't have it.
I never really understood why they yelled that.
I don't know either. I guess because if they killed me, they would throw me into their death stills, and then my water would be theirs, I suppose.
You think they all went to some seminar where they were told what to yell at trespassers on their little scouting lands?
Wouldn't that be funny? Classes to learn how to shout epithets at your enemies.
Well, they're all very poor fighters. So surely they must have been trained somewhere, some crappy seminar.
Oh, sounds like it. Maybe it's some station on the community net that nobody knows about. I don't know. Well, I don't know about it for sure.
Listen to the Harkonnen radio quite often.
I listen to either one. I don't really have a preference either way.
I think I should also state that I'm not purely Harkonnen. I am just doing business with them because their laws benefit me more than the Atreides do.
Oh, I can certainly understand that. Yeah, I've seen the opposite be true in other cases as well. I mean, it is what it is. Most of us are just trying to make our way in the world without two giant powerhouses fighting amongst themselves and taking us with them.
Right. Well, there hasn't been much fighting yet, from what I've seen. It's very weird for Arrakis. Usually there's battles all over the place.
don't know. Maybe something's happening higher up that's getting people to be a little less volatile down here. I don't know. The orders must be way above my head either way. I don't tangle with higher ups if I can avoid it.
Sometimes it's best to be on the good side, though, to get involved.
Oh, certainly. I mean, the Harkonnen that I ran into in that testing station, Mr. Crane, he asked me to do something for him, and to stay on his good side, I did what he asked me to do. It wasn't anything serious. So, you know, I fulfilled the contract, and then we parted company. And I've only seen him once since.
Right. These water baron, I see them all over the place, all over the time. They've never once stopped over here. I mean, to be fair, I've never stopped over there either. We've kind of kept each other at distance. But I'm pretty sure I saw them feed some guy to a worm yesterday or some other
Wait, what?
2 days ago or some shit. That giant platform, you can see it from here. See that giant fucking platform?
I was
They pushed a
wondering
guy
what that
off the
was.
giant platform, and then the worm ate him.
I'm not sure whether to say, oh, that sounds so horrible, because it does, or what did he do to piss him off?
Really don't know. I don't know any of them, so my best guess is they just captured some poor fellow and threw him off a cliff. Literally.
Well, in that case, I'll pity the poor soul. Not knowing who they were. Because I wouldn't want to
Do you know anything about the Water Baroness and them in general?
No, I've heard the name, but I've never been introduced. I've never stopped over there. So I have no idea.
Unfortunate.
What's your take on them? I mean, what are they?
I really don't know. They're very powerful. I've seen them have a carrier. I mean, we just got our carrier. We're working on our crawler. They beat us to it. And obviously, they have a lot of people over there. I see Thoppers in and out constantly.
Wow.
I've only passed by the Baroness inside of Harkonnen Village one time. That's how I knew that they even existed.
Yeah, I only ran into a couple of people in Harka Village the other day, and they basically gave me a couple of the names and ran off. I guess they were probably running errands like I was.
You would hear a lot inside the bar sometimes.
Oh yeah, I heard all sorts of things in Handavars, for sure. Yeah, people get drunk and they start yapping, and then all of a sudden you have half their life story.
I heard them make an entire deal. It sounded very shady, but I mean, it kind of tracks for where we were.
Yeah, there's plenty of shady deals to go around here on Arrakis, that is to be sure. Not even the Atreides are immune from that sort of shenanigans.
Kind of makes me wonder what kind of shady deals are people going to try to make with me. This is going to be a bona fide establishment of dealing deals with Solari and Melange, nothing else. It'll be very interesting to see if someone will beg for a certain thing.
Well, I mean, I've experienced a little bit of people trying to influence folks who don't want to pick sides, trying to influence them to pick a side, whether by threatening them to say pick our side or else, or just basically saying our side is better, you should join our side. And I'm like, I'm too busy trying to find food and a place to stay and all of that. I don't have time to pick sides.
I do encourage you to choose a side regardless of the repercussions. It'll just benefit you in the long run. More so you'll be protected, or maybe not. Depends.
Well, basically what I'm understanding at this point is if you don't pick a side will be picked for you whether you like it or not. And
Pretty much how it goes.
yeah. And so it's better off to pick a side willingly rather than being forced to pick a side unwillingly. and
That's
realize
right.
you're not on the correct side, the side that you wanted. And then the side you did want would go after you because you're not on their side.
Does track. I don't plan on doing anything specific against Atreides, other than maybe giving them a little more taxing on the price of items here.
I mean, that's
Unless I meet
just
them out in the
business.
deep. I give the Harkonnen a little bit of a deal.
That's still just business. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You got
Exactly.
your favorite
I
customers.
like to think
and you got
myself
favorite
as a
customers.
businessman.
I think the world would be a much better place if people just treated things like a business rather than war.
What Arrakis is, it's just a giant business. Everyone's fucking slashing at each other for no reason. They could just do business.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Everybody wants spice, so why don't you just fucking do deals?
and I don't know. There seems to be plenty of spice for everybody, so it's like, why scrabble for something? You just hop over to the next spot and get your own.
You would certainly think there'd be enough spice for everybody, but I go out in the deep and I see Harkonnen operations, for instance, had 2 crawlers on one field. There was no room for anybody else.
Wow. Okay.
They had an entire operation going.
But I suppose there's some level of wanting to be the best of the best, and to be in the Emperor's good graces, because we all know the Emperor is the one who wants the spice, the Imperium, as I don't want to speak. I'm not speaking ill of His Royal Majesty. But
Okay, well, either way.
But we understand that's the Empire wants spice, so therefore, everybody should be. If that's what the Empire wants, then whoever provides the most spice to the Emperor would theoretically be in his best graces, and that would sort of make sense, I suppose.
Suppose so.
So,
Really try not to give any spice away unless I'm doing a deal of some sort. Only thing I really pay for are the taxes here.
that makes sense. Which remind me, I need to pay mine soon.
I still have not paid mine for last week. I need to actually do that.
As do I. I'll get to it here in a little bit, probably before the storm. But it's getting closer and closer, so I'm not too keen on flying too far in it.
Right, maybe wait till a little bit after.
That's very wise, my friend. That is very wise. Yeah, mostly what I'm doing is soaking up what I learned just from talking to people, the lessons they impart, and, make sure that...
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is
There we
approaching.
go. The only good thing about...
Still got time.
Oh yeah, there's still some time. But the visibility will just nosedive pretty soon. I mean, it's already hard to...
The higher you
see.
fly, the better you'll be able to see.
I have noticed that, but then if I get too high, then I notice my fuel consumption goes off the charts, and I have to find a nice level between... a balance between the two.
You can actually survive sandstorms if you're caught off guard in the deep by flying high and into the storm and then staying at high altitude. You'll come out the other side above the sandstorm.
Really? Honestly...
Your ship will get fucked up quite surely, but you'll survive.
Oh. Well, I didn't know you could survive at all, so there's a piece of safety information. A worst case ever happens, I can do that, at least survive, and then maybe limp to a place where I can do a little bit of repair, and then, get the Thopter over to Chloe's place so that she can finish the repair.
Right. Next time you see a giant sandstorm, look at the way that it comes in. It's like a wave from the ocean. So you start it low and you fly up high.
I suppose it would help if you had boosters on your Thopter, and I don't. I just have storage containers on it.
Well, you probably should do that before you even go out to the deep, I'll be honest.
Yes. My Thopter is a basic one. It's just a scout, so it's... I'm trying to gather supplies to be able to craft, what I need. But it's slow going, mostly being
You
by
going
myself.
to look for an assault?
I don't honestly know. I mean, that does sound like
If
a
you're
better
trying to get
option.
away from people, then the scout's probably the best option.
Yeah. I mean, I do like to go in quick and get out quick if I can, but when I'm trying to get like supplies on a run, then I want the bigger cargo space. Kind of like a buggy is superior to a speed sand bike in that regard. Sand bike is fast, but the buggy's gonna bring you more stuff back to work with.
It's about like the tread wheel. Have you ridden one of those yet?
No, I haven't. I've seen them around a couple of times, but they look like a hell
They're
of a lot of fun.
magnificent. You can put a little backpack on them, and then you get a booster as well. Something that the bikes don't have is the combination of the two.
Right. Do Thopters, can they do both of them? Like this like, is it...
Assaults can. Scouts cannot.
Oh, okay, I understand. Yeah, I haven't dug
An
much into
assault
building
could
Thopters
have
yet.
both rockets or storage, and then a booster.
Rockets sound like fun. At a distance.
Yes, rockets and a booster, then it's very good for defending a carrier.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet because I've been in the deep. I'm not ready for
We'll
it.
get
I'll be
there.
honest, but I'm working toward
Whatever
it.
it is, I'll be honest with you. Nobody's ready for the deep.
Well, I would say that in my particular case, if I were to go to the deep, I should sit in a cockpit, not even the cockpit, in like a gunner's seat.
Passenger.
A passenger. That's the one I was looking for. Thank you. Just be a passenger somewhere and just be like they're chauffeuring me around, like I'm some rich lord or lady.
Well, coming from your background, that doesn't surprise me.
I have never had a chauffeured ride in my entire life, except the one time I went out in a buggy with somebody, and they were driving, and I was doing a little bit of a contract and collecting the materials for them while they drove around because they knew where the best spots were.
That's basically my job here. I drive everyone around, show them everything, teach them how to work the desert. I mean, it's the job of the captain to do such things.
Well, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. To lead the crew.
Maybe once you learn how to fly, you can teach one of mine. So they're fucking terrible.
Oh no. Okay. I'm more than happy to teach people what I know. I learned a little bit about close-up fighting, just by talking to Chloe one day, because she taught me a few things that I didn't already know. So, you never know what somebody can do.
There you go. And we can reach out on CommuNet whenever you decide to do business or want to teach someone here.
Oh, I definitely appreciate that. Because yeah, I mean, I love your ship. It's so clever. And when I saw this, like, what is that? I had never seen it before. I probably have flown past on the other side of the cliffs and just simply hadn't seen it. So I'm glad.
Does make sense.
Yeah, I was flying a little bit low, just again practicing weaving around the mesas and whatnot.
Very important in the deep desert is to fly low, because everyone's always looking in the sky for another thopter. But if you're flying low, they basically never see you. You just gotta look out for the worm.
Yes. So far, I've only had one close brush with the worm. He ate my sand bike, my first sand bike.
Survived.
Barely. It was because, honestly, the only reason I survived is because I was so close to the rock. And I just ran like hell and was very glad I was wearing a still suit that day.
I nearly got killed yesterday by a sandworm. I was out in one of the large spice fields in the deep, and I accidentally fell over into the passenger seat while I was trying to escape one flying up in the air.
Oh
I thought I
no!
went straight down to the ground. I had to jump back over into the pilot seat and boost away. It was literally like maybe 2 inches away from my thopter.
Oh my god. Yeah, the one time I got close, I made the mistake of looking over my shoulder, and I'll admit, if there had been somebody like filming that for a video or something, or for performance, it would have been very cinematic. But for me, oh man, I was scared so shitless. And I don't know how I survived, but somehow I managed, got to the rock, got to safety, and then took a very, very careful walk back to where I was staying at the time, and then started gathering the pots to make another sandbite.
I went to sleep right after that. I fucking went all the way back from the deep here, put the thopter in my cargo, and then just went to sleep. I couldn't handle it anymore. I knew I was gone. I was not having a good time with life.
Oh, I can imagine being that close. Yeah.
I've never been that close before. I thought I was dead. I thought I was just gonna die out there. No one would ever know.
Yeah, in my case, you know, my family thinks they don't know what's happened to me, so they would never know for sure. But
You know, whenever someone's looking for someone, I just tell them they're dead. That way, whenever they show up, then they would actually be surprised and happy that they're alive. But if they're dead, they're dead.
right, you know, that kind of does make sense. But then,
So imagine the surprise whenever your family decides that you are alive.
I would hope they would be happy to see me. Maybe.
What if they already gave all your possessions away?
Well, if I'm fortunate, I'll have something that I'll have brought from here. I don't know, maybe some of the things that I have I could sell because it's exotic. This is from Arrakis. Ooh. People don't understand what it's like here. They think... Honestly, on Chiswick, people don't know a damn thing about Arrakis. It's been glamorized on stage enough that people think it's cool to be here. There's nothing cool about Arrakis, temperature or otherwise.
Fucking hot as hell.
Exactly. And honestly, it's like people aren't even aware how hot it is. Like, even like the worst, like you get these actors who, even the ones who are playing like the lowest of the low on stage and are like, oh, my life is so terrible, I'm a peon, da 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 da. And it's nothing like it is here. Like, you could put as much makeup on their face to show how dirty they are, and it's nothing. Stage blood, nothing. It really, it's not reality. And that's one thing I had to learn, is right from the get-go, that this is not the stage, this is not fiction, this is fact, this is reality. And I was advised by a very dear friend to pretty much get my head out of my ass and focus on keeping myself alive and, you know, taking care of myself and training and learning and, you know, basically not doing anything that would get anybody in danger. Was that a sandworm that just rolled past?
Yes, it goes right by here. If I would have built it one little bit farther out, it would devour half my building here.
Oh my god. You're a brave man, Calico.
It already happened one time. I learned my lesson.
Well...
That's scary. I mean, it was close, but I was safe on the rocks.
Yeah. Do you say the ship does make a really striking shadow on this sand, though?
Windy as hell out here.
Yeah, it is. At least I can get a good look at that. Hello. The first time.
Yes,
I heard
that's quite often here.
Yes, I've heard that more often as I got further north from the Haga Basin. But yeah, every time I hear it, it scares the shit out of me.
That was, I'm seeing shit. What the hell? The science making mirages.
What are you seeing?
Oh, I just saw you just suddenly in the middle of the sand out there for no reason, and then you would back here.
I just saw a Sardaukar ship fall right out of the sky and then stop halfway to the bases. But no, I'm definitely right here. I'm gonna hold on to this railing now.
I noticed those water-bearing people quite often will go to that ship and slaughter everybody in that ship and then use their bodies for the water.
They go into the Sardaukar ship?
They don't go into it. They purposely get caught by that spotlight there. And all the little soldiers that come out of that ship get killed and used for their water. You see a lot of shit. You see a lot of shit where I am right now.
I can imagine. I mean, that's a veritable fortress over there.
There was a time that they were destroying the entire structure that they had built, and it'd be different every day. For about 2 weeks straight, it was like that. They built that ugly tower that they pushed some poor soul off of. I've really sort of built up the pier over here the last few days, preparing it and everything. I held auditions to see if any people wanted to become part of the crew yesterday, and no one showed up, so that was heartbreaking.
Oh, I can imagine.
I have a crew, but we're small. I'm trying to look for more.
Well, I hope you find more people.
A lot of vacant rooms here. I won't hold you up any longer. Go ahead and get your thought done.
Yeah, I think I
Pay
want to
your
go.
taxes.
Yeah, I want to go pay my taxes, turn in this one contract I've got in hand that's completed, and get some rest. Thank you very kindly for your hospitality, though.
I try my best.
It's a very nice place you've built here. Anytime I visit somebody's place, I start taking a look at the architecture. One of my brothers was an architect, and I got so sick of what he was talking about all the time. But now I'm kind of looking for myself because I have to figure out eventually where I'm going to build and what I'm going to build there, and how functional I want it to be versus how pretty I want it to be. But this is lovely. I like it.
Thank you. I tried really hard to sort of make everything flow within itself. Still working on this left side over here, and these two little hangars. That's why I kind of just leaves the nothing there for a moment. My favorite little trick here.
Oh.
See, these hatches have smaller pentashields on them that we can easily pass through when the gates are open. But anything underneath them is protected from storms, regardless if it's open or not.
Oh, that is clever. That is so dope. What? I'm stealing this idea. I'm just letting you know.
I mean, that's why I'm showing it to you. It's a great. I loved it whenever I figured this out.
That is honestly part of the fun is figuring things out.
Gaps right here.
I don't think I've ever seen a carrier up this close.
They're huge. When you want to come down here. I don't see any reason to put a pentashield around this thing. It can just fit here perfectly fine.
Yeah, as long as it's sheltered from the storm, it's gonna be happy. You know, I mean, the paint job's still intact, so it obviously hasn't taken any damage yet.
We haven't painted it yet. This is just fresh out of the factory from yesterday.
Okay. Very well. But still, I mean, the suns have been scouring all day today as the storm was winding up. So it would have done something by now.
Oh, yes. I've been checking it constantly just to make sure. Amount of materials I had to put into this thing make me want to cry.
Oh, I can imagine. As our friend.
Accidentally built an extra pot for it, too. It's not great. So I will find the mechanic, see if I can sell it to him.
Well, if you find Chloe, I obviously don't speak for her, but, she always seems to be amenable to talking to people and seeing what she can do.
Entire side hole of the carrier. I accidentally made another one because it's fucking... I don't know why. Losing my mind.
Well, I've done that as well once in a while when I was building something and I wasn't paying attention to how much I was making. But generally that involved food.
No more barbecue, though.
Ah, yes, the barbecue.
Oh, thank you for the compliments of my ship. If you ever need any business in the future for schematics from the desert, just reach out to me.
Alright, absolutely. And if I find anything that might be of use to you, I will definitely let you know. It was nice to meet you.
We'll buy from Melange. We'll give you Melange or any blueprint you find out there.
Okay, well, once I start going out there, that is. So it might be a little while, but we'll see what happens.
Yes, we'll see. It'll be sooner than you think.
I'm hopeful and also dreadful of it at the same time. It's a very curious sensation. Well, I'll take my leave. Thank you very kindly for your hospitality again.
My pleasure. Get some barbecue or some shit right now. I'm hungry.
Sorry!
Again, you brighten my immediate vicinity. I'd say this is the safest spot for quite a distance in every direction. Sandflies to the west, and slavers all around. Traitorous Dunemen. It's true their lot was a hard one, but they imagined to choose their fate. Ridiculous. Their place in the Imperium was an honor. Rarely. But if you intend to travel around, be well prepared for battle. You might want to equip yourself with some weapons and ammunition. To the north, you will find a trade post, Pinnacle Station. There is another trade post further away to the west of here. Follow the edge of the desert, and you will not miss it. But be warned. I've heard rumors of raving fanatics out west. As a guard, do you suppose? Or a groundskeeper? No. My proximity to their fortress denotes no alliance, loyalty, or employment. I am in hiding. Circumstance dictates I keep a low profile in this place on which the universe will soon turn. The pendulum swings, and it swings from this fulcrum, this planet. As a guard, do you suppose? I am in hiding. Circumstance dictates I keep a low profile in this place on which the universe will soon turn. It is you who say that I am. The prophecies of the Missionaria Protectiva. Let me see. You honor me with these vital relics, and so I shall honor our bargain. Listen well, and heed my teachings.
That was some fun RP, by the way.
Your body and mind acclimate to the teachings much too quickly. And yet, I sense no deception in you. At least not regarding this. Strange. Perhaps you have. I'm in hiding from the Bene Gesserit. I once belonged to the Order, but that relationship was not entirely successful. I narrowly escaped execution.
You really know how to defend a religious order?
I was a devoted pupil. They say I was obsessed with learning about the Missionaria Protectiva. No doubt to discredit me out of fear of what I'd learn. At first, my concerns were dismissed. Then I was warned. I persisted. It escalated until I found myself rifling through a Reverend Mother's papers.
Oh.
I nearly killed the one who found me. While I awaited execution, a cadre of my sisters, those who saw sense in my suspicions, helped me to escape. The Missionaria Protectiva. The black arm of superstition. At first my interests were academic, but by and by I saw disturbing patterns. I saw plans within plans, manipulation stretching over the universe, religious engineering, the planting of superstitions into primitive cultures. Seeds of manipulation that take generations to germinate. To what end? I fear some hidden force perverts the purpose of the sisterhood to some dread end. Then there is still hope that the truth will out. I can help you no more.
Who can I talk to?
Seek out Jocasta Cleo. She was higher up in the Order, in line to be a Reverend Mother. Last I heard, she's in Harco Village. Like me, she's in exile.
Ooh, I get a nobility thing.
I have given you the courtesy that you are due. You are human, after all, even if only just.
Oof. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Okay, we got some money, and now we have the Bene Gesserit tree unlocked. Sweet. Alrighty. Keeping an eye on the time. Ooh, we leveled up as well. So that was some really good spicy RP. I mean, not even spice. I am well aware of a whole bunch of spice happening out there. But in character, I know nothing. So that's why I'm being very careful about what I say and about whom I say. And I don't like to name drop Chloe, but that was a natural thing, and he didn't really strike me as somebody who would go after Chloe. It sounded like he needed her actual professional assistance, and maybe she'd actually appreciate having some, well, I'm sure the player would love the RP, but I think the character would like to have somebody there who's there, not to trauma what are like the Harks do. So I actually have a Word document that I use to keep track of my RP stuff, and so I'm going to update that real quick before I forget. Though, of course, I could just go back and watch the VOD later. And what is 10:27? Alright. Found the pirate. Pirate ship. Now, one thing I did not comment on in character, but I noticed out of character, and my character in character noticed as well, is all the Hark sigils around. So that's why she was also a little bit careful about what she was saying. She was open, but you notice she didn't mention anybody from House Renah, or mention that she was with anybody. As far as Calico knows, she's on her own, which is fine. Though she does Chloe, and she's a performer, and is going to go over to the Two Moons Tavern at some point. That's Captain Calico. I misspelled his name. Alright. She's on Arrakis, and that her family doesn't know she's here. She mentioned a brother who was an architect. Calico. We talked to Chloe about repairing the stuff. They also talked about the water barons, and Calico told her they yeeted some poor soul off their tower onto the sand to be ate by the worm. She expressed pity for the poor soul. Alright. Now I'm getting tagged in all kinds of fun stuff in Discord, including thingy. I do have that in the title. Anywho, somebody just sent me a friend request. Who dat? Who dat? I'm also very careful about who is sending me friend requests. No mutual service. I don't know this person. So I'm going to well, that was fun. We unlocked Bennie G's. I drank a bunch of my water, but not a lot. I'm not wearing a still suit, so that kind of explains it. Okay. Now, what are we gonna do? I like having an actual Deca-Leader John because that's cool. So we're in a Trades outpost. I do want to dump off my stuff, though. I want to dump off the blood, except I think our two things are actually full, unless they process them by now. We also have the shiny Mendex Rattle rifle that we picked up. It's better than the House Karpov that I'd been using, so probably gonna use that for a bit until it breaks. It also looks like it's in better repair. But it's not as good as this thing, but I do like a nice rifle, not gonna lie. We have a couple of schematics that we picked up. The Eviscerator looks like hotness. That looks like hotness. And apparently I picked up some spice-infused aluminum dust, so that's neat. What is going on in thing? Oh. I'm not gonna troubleshoot that while I'm live on the air. I'll deal with that later. Anywho, I'm gonna pet the kitten. I have a kitten on my desk. She's a good little kitten. Alright. Now she's walking across the desk, going behind the vertical monitor. And she wants to go jump up in the window and go look out and see what I guess the neighborhood's up to. Okay. So we have an hour and a half until the storm rolls in. How you doing tonight, chat? What are you up to? Are you causing trouble? If you're not, why not? Alright, let's see what other quests we... I'm sorry, quests. What other things can we do? Yeah, I'm gonna stop off at the workshop and drop stuff off first. And then I'm going to try and accomplish either the Swordmaster or the Trooper. I kind of think I want to do the Swordmaster one with friends, because that's the Sandfly. It's going to be a little bit spicy going up against the Sandflies, I think. But let's go to the house first. Let's get out of the sun. We're standing in the sun like a dumbass. Igneous! How you doing? How you been? How's your kitty cat? Let's not... Yeah, spacebar. Let's go this way. How you been? Do you know I have a rescue kitten now? I rescued a kitten. About a couple months ago, actually. I'm sure the little fur is doing well, taking a snooze right now. They're fine. The elders are getting used to the fact that there's a younger kitty in the house who's very hyperactive. She's got two speeds. She's either sleeping or she's a Tasmanian devil. Alright. watch how I park this thopter. I'm so good at parking. Scooch, 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 scooch. Settle down. There we go. I scooch this thing so well. Look how much more space. Hello. Somebody is coming home. Well, I will maybe get to talk to somebody else in the house. That'll be nice. This is not my place. This belongs to House Renard. Alright. And for a second there, I thought there was actually somebody up there. But no, it's part of the mural. Okay. Let's see what we got here. That's not the button I wanted. Open sesame. Okay. House buggy, Renard buggy, Phoenix. Wait, that was for me. Duh. Nothing. Well, I already have one of those, so I'm gonna do anything with that. Okay. I'm gonna go down into. Oh, hold on, we got blood. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, we can't put it there. Well, let's deposit as much blood as I can. Oh man, that already put a dent in it. We only have 2 blood things? I thought we had... Okay, well, let's unload our crap. Okay. Let's take a... Oh, somebody rearranged these. Hello, batteries. No. Cloth, etc. Alright. Let's get some stuff from my thingy. Let's go put those in there. Put those in there. This is insulated. Yes. Insulated fabric. Sand trial leather. Batteries. We got lots of batteries here. Alright, I think there's enough stuff in the Thopter I can just grab it from the Thopter directly. Did you find it? Yeah, I found her under the hedge in front of my house. So, yeah. Her name is Stormlost, and she's got her own Twitch emote. She's got her own Twitch emote. Yeah, look at that. She got her own Twitch emote. What are you doing? Oh, that's skittish. Nope, that's Scamper. That's a Scamper cat. Alright, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna bring those out here, and then go to my backpack and bring them in here. There we go. And then we can do this. Deposit, deposit, deposit. And if you need a thinking spot, here's a thinking spot. Alright, what's in here? Filters, okay. Nothing new in meh. Okay. Let's see what of my gear is in need of repair that I can repair myself. My gear doesn't really need repair. This has been doing pretty good. Let's take a look at our weapons and... Oh, wait, that didn't go anywhere. Still suit tubing. Where would that go? In here? Yes. She is adorable. She's very adorable. Alright, what's going on here? Let me check something real quick. Might not be able to adjust this while I am on the air. Yeah. Oh, somehow Twitch had... Aha! That's weird. I don't know when they got revoked. Bizarre. Huh. Oh, hey, it's me. Archie, you're the best. Alrighty. Well, now we know, and knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Oh, good times. Reading about some new rules on the server. Consider a method which could help players who choose to perma out of to the story get back on their feet more quickly. Because if you have to re-roll from the get-go, you start at level 1, and that sucks. Oh, that's kind of cool. So if you choose to perma, and you were at least level 125, and have been around on the server for 30 days, and you must not have any major rule violations within the last 30 days. These requirements may be relaxed or waived per staff's discretion. And they're willing to help people get like a starter kit of a thopter with inventory, a set of armor, and a house weapon of your choice, and some cash to start with. That's actually really nice. That is the big dubs. I'm gonna give that. Everybody else is hitting the W icon emoji, and I'm gonna add a W to that as well. Good times. Welcome in, anybody. Holy crap. My viewership just... Ah! Thank you, Archie! And I'm sorry I didn't get to meet you that one time I rolled into Cloak. Oh, you don't know about this. Thank you for following me. So, I just got to go to the pirate ship. That was so cool! I had seen it, obviously, out of character, but I just found it in character, just flying around, heading back to turn in the Bennie G opening up quest thingy. And so I got to RP with Calico, and that was amazing. We had a good chat. And I was in the middle of updating my file. So if I ever meet you, and I keep track of your name, so I had a good chat with Calico. And it was nice because we weren't shooting anybody. He gave me a brief tour of the deck of his ship. Then we had a chatter about some of his neighbors. And it was good RP. I mean, it wasn't like super, super juicy RP. But I got some hints about some big shit that happened this weekend that I don't know about in character. And so now I have a breadcrumb to work with. So when I go talk to my usual crew, I can say, oh, I heard about XYZ, and then we can see where the RP goes from there. So I think that's enough of a note for now. But yeah, I was just flying back to that place to do the Betty G turn-in. And I saw the ship, I'm like, ooh, we gotta go. And I noticed the little microphone icon. And I was like, oh, somebody's home! I have RP, yay! Because unfortunately my hours don't really lend themselves well to a lot of RP. Because I do have content creator commitments to Dungeons & Dragons Online. Now, to be fair, Sunday nights I am committed to streaming on their company channel for 3 hours. Every Sunday. So it doesn't leave me much time after that to then hop on the server and do whatever. Mondays I have more time because it's Monday after work. I can RP or do whatever until like 2 in the morning when I should go to bed because I have to work the next day. My God, who put these down? Look this. Look, down. Heading down, up, up. This is like the Konami code. Down, up, down, up, down, up. It's like, you know, up, down, B, A, select, start. Alright. Yep. There's a song called the Konami Code. An industrial song by a band called the Gossicles. It's amazing. Anyhow, where was I going with that before I got distracted with whoever placed these crates? I wouldn't say I've ever been diagnosed with OCD, but this would offend my perception of OCD. I could not do it this way. Unless I had done it to where it was up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So it made sense. It was a pattern. Oh, hey, look at all these people. Welcome, fellow friends from Rhythm RP. I am your hostess, Kyriana Phoenix. I am an actress. I have cats in my room. Slippery Eel and Emerald. Emerald's new to our company. I just saw you join the server recently. Thank you for everybody coming in and saying hi. I am new to the online RP in this sort of fashion. I used to RP my ass off on mushes, aka muds, but with no dice. Mostly Dragon Riders of Pern, some X-Men. I have written some ginormous applications to demonstrate my knowledge of characters like Jean Grey of the X-Men. I've administrated such games before, so this is new to me. I personally am in this community because I am acquainted with and a moderator for Devilore, one of the main people behind the server, and I've met him and his beautiful lady love, and also major powerhouse Cherry Babam. And happy anniversary, Lauren Cherry, you goofballs. I knew them before they got together, so. But I watched Lore when he went to start RPing on Family RP back in the GTA days. And I watched a lot of their Conan stuff and some of their other RP. And I joined Lore's Ark server. And the Ark server really didn't take off because Though I do still occasionally play Ark with a couple of folks from those days, from his community, Videomorph and Chic Geek. Good, amazing people. And I never RP'd in a video game before. So I'm going to apologize to all of you who are longtime RPers if I fuck shit up, because it's gonna happen. But because of my schedule, I don't get to cross paths with people too often, which is actually kind of good because I can get overwhelmed sometimes. So my character, as you can see, I'm in with the Renard crew, but I'm like, I've watched lore, well, I've listened to Forrester and Andela discuss my character, and the way they describe my character is probably the weakest link. Yes, that's me. I'm the weakest link. And that's okay, because not everybody's going to be a kick-ass fighter, not everybody's going to know their way on Arrakis, and I deliberately chose a character who did not know what the fuck was going on to help mask some of my not knowing the fuck what's going on. So that kind of helps me ease my way into things. And one thing you might notice is my character is not wearing a shade of blue, but blue is my favorite color, which is why my character is here, I'll show you actually. And I apologize if this is not the quickest way to do this. My character is all about the blue. This is the bluest hair you can get. And blue lips. Hey, put that away. I'm so used to using my scroll wheel to... Stop that. Put that away. Put that away! Come on. Come on, Kyriana. Stop that. But she's got blue everything. And I mean everything. So... I watched Lauren Cherry. I've also watched Gingy. I hope Gingy gets his motherboard, his computer fixed back up so he can hop back into the server, because I would love to RP with him. He was actually the first person I ran into on this server, and he almost ran into me. And the only reason I knew it was him is because I saw it on his stream. And I do know the rule, don't be on somebody's stream don't be in somebody's chat while you're on the server. And I was actually watching it later, because I do that a lot with his streams, because the streams are fun. And I hope Thad comes back. Thadrius, he's hella fun. And I will name drop Crane a lot. That is Tajamjar, who is an amazing RPer, as I'm sure you all are aware. And the first day I ran into him, he scared the hell out of my character and kind of led her on a path, and it's really cool. So, had a little bit of cool interaction with him, and then I almost got run over by Forrester and Andela in their buggy, and that's how I met them. So, thankfully nobody's run me over since, or almost run me over since, as to how I find them. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I've been really enjoying my time on the server. The only thing that I have that's kind of a little bit, again, a little bit frustrating for me is how far behind I am on the leveling stuff. All the gear that I have is hand-me-downs from Renard, and that's fine. I'm okay with that, but I want to build up my mechanics, my game mechanics knowledge, to where I can make stuff for myself, and then maybe I can contribute more to the team, as it were. Alright. In the meantime, I need to figure out what to do with my stuff, since I looted some weapons when I was out. I can't repair that, because I don't know how. But actually, you know what? Chicken butt? I should be able to unlock how to. No, that's the artisan one. That's the one. If I spend some points, I'll be able to repair that and use it even longer. So we're gonna do that. I don't make the wisest of choices here. But one of the things that I do is when I unlock stuff with intel, I unlock stuff so I can repair it later. So I just unlocked a lot of the Duralinium stuff, so I want to actually unlock a couple of things here based on what I'm actually using. So let's take a look and see what I've got. Well, that was a gift from Andela, and I love this weapon so much. But I need to learn how to repair that. That's the house spit dart. That was the one I was using before, and that was pretty nice. I think I was also using an adept one. No, I picked this one up. I had an adept one until Andela gave me that one. And I picked this. No, I made that. And this does fuck all in terms of damage, honestly. I'm probably just going to throw it in the recycle bin. Yeah, everybody that I've talked to, have actually interacted with, I love Chloe. I will fight people if they try to, like Kyriana, if she sees Chloe is in a scrap, she's gonna charge right the fuck in and help defend Chloe. She adores Chloe. Because Chloe was nice to her and kind to her and didn't ask anything of her except to not trauma dump like the Arcs do. I find that hilarious. But I love how people are so giving, honestly, just giving. And that's the best kind of improv, is when you drop little nuggets of joy for other people to pick up on, even if it's something that might negatively impact your character. And that's important, to drop stuff that could negatively impact your character. Because it's not all sunshine and roses and rainbows on Arrakis. Bad shit is going to happen. And sometimes you like to torture your own characters, because that's a good writer. Writers torture their own characters all the damn time. Okay, so now I will be able to repair this. So let's go ahead and do that right now. One thing I do appreciate about being invited to be the lowest member of House Renard is the fact that I can go fix my shit. Okay, I can't fix that one yet. Can't fix that. Can I fix that? Nope. Wait, can I fix that? No. Can I fix that? Why, yes, I can. There. Oh! I didn't even know I picked that up. Where did I get that from? I must have picked it up somewhere. I really don't actually want to repair this. I just want to recycle it. Honestly, it's a piece of crap. Let's repair that bad boy, which we just picked up. Hell yeah. I like this. This is a nice weapon. I can repair it, and I'll toss it in for somebody else to use. Always repair your belt. I cannot repair my shield. Recipe unknown. So, let's repair that one too. Can't repair that one. The blood sacks. Hey up there, could you hurry up and take care of the blood for me, please? I'm being a little bit wacky right now. It's a little bit...
Sector weather alert.
Thank you.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
Now the question here, holy crap, who filled this up? Was me. All I did the other day was I kind of organized some shit. Hello, this is new. Jury rigged by Duncan, Idaho. Aww. Duncan, Idaho. Oh, I've never actually seen a stilt hunt. I mean, I've seen them down in game. I've never actually seen one. Oh, neat. Spice. House spit dart. Wasn't I donating one? I was. Alright, now what we're gonna do is hold on. Now I've heard people talk about these, the pin cushion stuff. And this is the stuff that people really want, right? I'm gonna switch this around. Haha. Alright, that's a missile launcher. That's a missile launcher. So we're gonna stop. No, wait a minute. Hold on. Why is this even here? Alright, let's bring this down. Click and drag. That's a Mark IV. It's in need of help, though. Come on, missile launcher. Come up with me. Come up with me. Go up there. I would love it to click and drag better. That would be so nice. Okay, so this is the artisan one. I was using the house one, which is 27.5, and this one was... So the artisan... The house one is better than the artisan one. Interesting. And I finally learned out what these little icons mean. Like, you know, Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3, Mark 4, Mark 5, Mark 6. I finally learned what those do. Yeah, I can repair that one. I want to be useful. According to when Emerald meets nice people, or shady people give off shady vibes. Yeah, Kyriana is a character from Chiswick. So she used to be a stage performer and musician and singer. And so she don't know about this murder Arrakis shit. She does not know any of this. Alright, let's see. Okay, so I cannot unlock the Mark 6. Where's the Mark 5? Is the Mark 5 only from a schematic? Hot. Merc still suit. Large water cistern and a large wind trap. Or we could go with... Actually, we should get this so I can repair my Holtzman shield. Yeah, let's do that. What's that? Missile launcher, scout armor, dirk, disruptor, drill shot. I want to say Garda. Adept Karpov. I don't know why it doesn't show me the stats. Because my left alt is actually set to my push to talk button, that's why. Adept Kindle. Some stuff doesn't have a Mark 5. Yeah. But I have a Mark 5 blood extractor that they said I could use. So I think it might have been from a schematic, though. So it's technically Mark 5, but it's not really Mark 5. I don't know. Or maybe it's a Mark 4 and I'm just not paying attention. Oh, I can't unlock any of these yet because I'm not cool enough. But that's a shit ton of intel to spend. That's 200, 450. That's a lot. But, you know, if I keep popping things off, because bearing in mind I'm only level 71. So... House suit, but this is definitely the way to go. Let me get that so I can repair one of those. I do want a better sword. A sword. Mala pistol. Adept dirk. Adept disruptor. Drill shot. I don't use a shoddy, honestly. I want to consider using a shoddy. But I do like me spit darts. If I could just like pop somebody. So I have a really good sniper rifle that Indela gave me. I should probably get this so I can then make one of those and use that. I've never heard of them referred to as Regis, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, let's research that. Spend that. Hold on, before we do that, hold. Let me see what else I can get. Oh, Mark 5 cutter ray. Ooh, I'm using a Mark 4 now, which I just got. I think I'll be okay. Titanium and Stravidium, that's out in like the deep desert, right? So I won't need that anytime soon. Though having one of these would be nice. So getting that and getting that. Because that's also one of the things I haven't really been doing, is I haven't been doing a lot of personal stuff. But like, I have my own base, but I don't have my own base. If that makes any sense. I'm actually about to, as soon as I remember to, get rid of my fief, so I can stop having to worry about paying taxes. Also, I normally only stream about 3 hours any given night, and I kind of don't feel like pissing around with... Hello? Oh. Yeah, I don't need that. The other choices is to unlock some vehicle stuff. But I can't afford any of the Duralinium stuff. I think probably my next step would be to get an Assault Ornithopter. But I don't have anywhere to put it, let's be honest. I'm just using the one that that Forrester built for me, the Scout. I probably should make a sand bike though. Sand bikes will be fun. Sand bike booster, scan module. And that's a Mark III. Actually, let me grab this so I can keep up on my welding tool. Let's do that. Yay! And now I can use Bennie G stuff. I think I want to learn that for sure. Thank you. Oh, that would be very helpful. Okay, so these are active techniques. I actually would probably need these. Takes 2 points. That takes 2 points. Let's see what else we got. This is really the skill that's hot. This one right there. Both of these would be good to have. Let's grab that too. But this is the one I really want to test out. I'm not sure about the voice. I don't want to be expert or perfect at everything, right? Let's grab that. I'm spending all my skull points. It's like you should save some. You should save some for the other trees because I haven't unlocked. I've done a bunch of stuff here, but I haven't unlocked the next the upgrade stuff yet. I've done some of the planetology stuff. Actually, I should take this now. I didn't take it earlier because I already had. I didn't have a thing yet. Don't worry about that. This will be good to have. The rest of the stuff I'm not too fussed about. Play guy! I'm sad I never got to meet Physic. I'm very sad about that. But I heard about you. I heard about Physic. I don't know it was Physic. But I heard you were passing. Kevin! With the Storm Lost emote. Y'all don't know. I've got a rescue kitten. I don't know where she is right now. She's not here. She's sleeping. That server's being shut down first because it's completely dead. Keep lady on the server alive. Nice. But how about whip up your base? Yeah! Make your stuff, Emerald Brasso. That the skills do stack. Yeah. So it should be pretty hot. The main thing is I don't know what I want to focus on the most. I did play Mentat stuff on the free trial, and I really wasn't gelling with it too much, I'll be honest. Though this would be helpful at Iron Will. Headshot damage. Headshot! Yeah, that's an active skill. So yeah, I'm looking at all the Mentat stuff. I'm like, okay, this is again assassination stuff. I'm like, no, I just want to hit him with a headshot. I just want to like blow shit up sometimes. I would not know how to do that, honestly. Yeah, I haven't done this because I don't use those weapons too much, and I didn't pick that because I don't use that weapon too much. So I'm not really hugely keen on big heavy guns. I just want to like pop somebody in the head. I'll be honest. Just pop them in the head and I'm good. So none of this stuff is really gelling with what I want to do with my character. As you can see, I've got Eye of the Storm. I love Eye of the Storm. It's such a beautiful skill when I remember to frickin' use the damn thing. And the Sugar Wire Claw, everybody needs the Sugar Wire Claw. Yep. But yeah, the Mentat stuff really isn't making me happy. It doesn't spark joy. And you would think that I would want a lot of this stuff. Actually, I should do this so that I can mine better. Let me spend some points there. Because part of what my character is doing is trying to learn how to be more useful to grab that one. Yeah, basically she wants to be more useful. I don't think my character... Hi! Thank you for following, Chimera Cat. How are you? A couple nice Mentat passives that work for everyone. Which ones? Fisherman, which ones? Because I have a few points I can spend. Actually, this one sounds like a good one to have. Not gonna lie. Let's grab that. Oh, I totally fucking need this one. I get my ass staggered all the damn time when I'm fighting. Yes! It was so much fun! I'd heard about your ship. And I was like, I didn't know where it was. And I'm glad I was able to give you the clue about Chloe as well, because it sounded like that's going to be a good RP hook for both of you. Couple good for slowing down gear decay. I kind of need that. I think I might have those. Hold on. Not for Mentat. Hold on. Let's go look at Mentat stuff. Solito decoy, gravity mine. I would think it would be under mental calculus, wouldn't it? Oh, yeah. I see what you're talking about. Let's grab that one. And then we unlock this one. Hell yeah. And even more. See? Thank you. I'm so new to this. See, I did not play on Thespian before. I picked up Dune like a couple weeks after they did their first free trial. Range damage, rifle damage, both very good. I love popping people in the head with a sniper rifle. I'm just saying, and that is because I watched Gingy do it. That fool. I miss that guy. And I was like, this looks like fun. And it's so much fun to just like pop somebody in the head and they just go. Hey, Deathman. Yes, I'm on Arrakis right now. How you doing? You guys have not seen my VODs in the past where I'm like, whoa, yeah, this is so cool. Oh yeah, hell yeah, pow. I'm the first one to actually land. Most of the time people fly over and dash off before you get up to me. Aww. Well, honestly, I saw that you had your mic icon there. I'm like, oh, somebody's home. Let's go talk to him. And because I was like, I'm gonna go turn in my Betty G thing and unlock Betty G. And then and like, wait a minute, I'm on an RPC. Let's go RP. I literally almost put that Thopter into a UE. Okay. Actually, range damage sounds like fun. I've only got 3 points though. Headshot damage. Gimme. Oh, that's a technique. When you damage an unshielded, the hit location becomes a weak point. You can target it and well, you know, that could be hot too. But that's 2 points. This is 2 points. So that's 1 point. So I can get this and get that. Let's get this. And we can get that. Because I'd been sitting around, didn't have Mentat unlocked until recently, and just unlocked Benny G today, and look at all these skill points I just spent. I'm going to start kicking some ass. It's exciting. However, it is past my usual time. Normally I only stream in, oh, thank you for the follow, Betty! I know who you are. That turret will save your life. Yeah, the turret can be fun. But I also like my beautiful pirouette. I do like actually running up to the dudes with the assault guns. And just running up to them and just stabbing the crap out of them. Because it's fun. I mean, now that I've gotten like the Mark V shield and some decent heavy armor, and should we go get some barbecue? Oh my god. Oh god, it was such good. Oh man, let me add the note about barbecue to my RP log. So found the pirate ship, met Captain Calico. He showed me around his base of place. I had to talk about her past on the stage, why she's on Arrakis, and their family doesn't know she's here. She mentioned her brother was an architect and recommended Calico talk to Chloe about repairing the stuff. So I talked about the water barons, and Calico told her they yeeted some poor soul off their tower onto the sand to be et by the worm. She expressed pity for the poor soul, not knowing who it was. Because I still don't know who it was in character. And that's actually made me very sad that I had content creator obligation last night, and that I couldn't actually be on the server to RP any of this stuff. I was sad about that. And Saturday night, I just... honestly, there was so many people there, and so deep and heavy stuff that it would have been bad for my character to have been there. And I recognize that out of character, but I know it's like, oh, I want to be in on all the cool RP. I want to be in on this all the cool stuff. I think it's nice to have a character who doesn't know what the fuck any of this stuff is going on, right? That she has no clue. And that it gives something for other people to do, to have to basically find ways not to tell her anything. And that's in character. But still also find enough ways to tell her stuff to get her. She doesn't have to be in the room where it happens. Ever got to be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens, room where it happens. But I think it's interesting that she's so unaware what's going on, and so that gives something. She's not the same as the other people that are under Renard's wing. So it's not same old. I'm not saying that anybody else's characters are, that anyone's better or worse or whatever. It's just a different kind of RP, and it's honestly because I'm new to this kind of RP. Again, as I mentioned earlier before y'all rolled in, welcome in everybody, that I used to run and play on mushes back in the day in the 90s. Yes, I'm that damn old. When I was in college. Yes, I'm that damn old. And so it was all done by text. There was no voice, no moving your character around. You just said what your character was doing. And that was a lot easier than what it is here. A ton easier. And so for me, it's not only learning to keep in character, because now my voice is involved. And there was a scene I had with Andella where I was so in tune with my character's emotions that I was actually starting to cry because I was that disappointed. Like, Andella's disappointed in me, or she thought Andella was disappointed. Kyriana thought Andella was disappointed in her, and so I was like, I'm glad the scene ended because I need to go chill the fuck out. This is powerful shit. And I don't yet have all of the key binds and stuff set down. So I'm still learning. I was actually adjusting some key binds earlier in the stream because I'm tired of hitting what I consider to be my sprint key and having my Ornithopter suddenly take a nosedive because it goes into vulture mode. So I rebound that key into something else. So vulture mode is now V. And I know V is normally voice chat, but I have a button on my Razor Tartarus that does absolutely nothing else but is my voice chat button. It's the Razor Tartarus's left alt key. So, yeah, once I get stuff sorted around. But one of my goals, besides also leveling up and getting more of these traits and shit put into place so I have these skills and I'm tougher and can handle myself better in a fight. I also get my ass kicked by any of you guys in an actual PvP fight. You're just gonna kick my ass. It is. I do need to do the trials. I'm only on the 3rd trial. I'm bad about that. My journey is going all over the weird place. I've only done these. I haven't found this one yet, but I need to get off my ass and do them. And I haven't officially joined a house yet. But you can kind of see where I'm going. You're saying I'm still gonna be your friend unless you're trying to kill my friends, and we're gonna fight. And if anybody tries to start shit with Chloe and Kyriana's there, Kyriana's going to do something stupid. She's going to defend Chloe no matter what. Yes, Deathman. I'm working on it, but I haven't really had time to do that. I've been trying to get the training, but it's now time to get some of this other shit done. Preparing for life in Vermilius. Oh, wait. Hide completed. I've done that one already. So, yeah. This is where I am on all of these. And I will get more of these done. I'm not doing any of the Lost Harvest stuff until I'm done with the main story. And I'm so far behind on the main story. Oh my god. Yes, Chloe is my favorite. Because Chloe gave her just enough mothering without smothering. And Chloe is more on Kyriana's level. And this is absolutely zero disrespect to Andella or Cherry Babum. I love Cherry to bits and bits and bits. I will throw hands if anybody disrespects Cherry. And none of you will do that because you're all smart. But Kyriana will throw hands for Chloe. She will defend her, even if Crane comes back and starts being Crane in front of Chloe and starts doing shit. She would risk getting killed by Frodo. What's really weird is how many of the people in the server I've actually met in real life. I've met Cherry, I've met Lore. I met Lore first, back before he even knew Cherry. I met Cherry. And when I met Cherry the first time, it was at PAX East. And it was because she and Lore and a bunch of their streamer friends were hanging out at PAX. And Lore's like, hey, anybody want to come hang out with us? I'm like, well, sure, why the hell not? So I went to Fenway, where there's a bowling alley bar, sports bar thingy called Lucky Strike. And they were all hanging out there. And Jam Jar was there. And Mr. Moon was there. And the very first thing I said to Mr. Moon to his face was, God, I hate your character. And I meant Freddie Price. It's like, I hate Freddie Price. Not that he was a bad character, it's that his character's an asshole, and I hate Freddie Price. Who doesn't hate Freddie Price? I think Freddie Price hates Freddie Price. And Laura's like, why would you say that to somebody? And Laura was not wrong, that Muppet-haired goofball. But I love them to bits and bits. And I thoroughly enjoyed role-playing with Jam as Crane. I hope he comes back. I would love to roleplay with Thaddeus. Thad is a goofball. I actually have Thad stream up muted, but it's there to rack up my my stream streak because I love his channel. He's so much fun, and I hope he comes back to RP some more. But he's been playing My Summer Car and other games, and you know, people gotta stream what they gotta stream. So as for myself, since you're all new to me and to what I do, just to give you a little brief précis, as I said, I played Muds and Mushes many moons ago, not to be confused with Mr. Moon. Disby was there too. Disby Arrakis was at that meetup. But anyhow, I started playing MMOs in 2007, and I remember this because actually I started playing, it was 2007 going to 2008. So technically I played Vanilla World of Warcraft. How do you know somebody played Vanilla World of Warcraft? They will tell you. And technically I did. But I got in super late, so I never got to do any of the cool shit that people who say they played Vanilla Warcraft had done. And the reason I got into playing World of Warcraft is because I needed to write a song. I used to hang out with people who made parody comedy music. Kind of like Weird Al, but way more amateur than Weird Al, though I have met the man a few times. In fact, there's a CD you can find. Actually, you can't find it anymore. It's out of print. That Weird Al contributed a track for, that I was the person who instigated the creation of that CD and sent the idea to a person who could get it done. It was a charity CD after Hurricane Katrina. So there is a CD with my real life name on it, which I'm not going to tell you what it is, and Weird Al's name on it. I think I was using the name Druidsfire back then, so maybe that's the name. Anyway, so Weird Al played on a CD that I co-produced. Anyhow, back in the day, I wanted somebody to write. I had an idea for a song parody about World of Warcraft. The parody bass music was a Pink Floyd song. Don't ask. And so I'm like, none of my friends at the time played World of Warcraft, and I wanted the song to sound authentic, like a real WoW player played it. So I'm like, okay, fuck this research project. So I bought the box with the 30-day game time code in it. I'm like, okay, I'm going to play this game for a month, learn this shit, write this song, and get the hell out, because MMOs are the devil. I played Mushes. MMOs are stealing our play, so fuck MMOs. Warcrack, Evercrack, they were the enemy. So, while I was playing World of Warcraft and learning the lingo, learning how to play, they announced Burning Crusade. And the two new races with the Burning Crusade, one were space goats who could be blue. I'm like, holy fuck, blue-skinned characters? Give me. And the other were elves whose symbol was a phoenix. If you notice my icon in Discord, it's a fucking phoenix. Phoenix has always been my... That's why my character's last name is Phoenix. I've been a big fan of Phoenix, of the Phoenix in Myth, smoking the bandit's car with a Pontiac Firebird. Science Ninja Team Gotchamon with the God Phoenix aircraft. That was actually the start of it, for real and for gospel. I lived in a little podunk town in the middle of nowhere that had 2 traffic lights and somehow had cable in the 80s. And we got to watch TBS, and they showed Battle of the Planets, which was the bastardized version of Science Ninja Team Gotchamon. So I've always been a fan of Phoenix my entire damn life. And yes, my favorite character from the X-Men comics is Jean Grey. And Rachel Summers. And most of the characters who host the Phoenix Force, because why the fuck not? So, the symbol of the Blood Elves in World of Warcraft is the Phoenix. So I'm like, fuck me, I'm going to keep playing this game, aren't I? And I'm still playing World of Warcraft. I was playing it yesterday. So, fast forward 20 years, I'm still playing World of Warcraft. However, in February 2007... Actually, yeah, that was 2006 into 2007, because in February 2007, I learned about Lord of the Rings Online. And that's a game that I have been playing since 3 days before it launched, because they did an open beta where they would not wipe the servers. And that's why the name of my longest living character in Lord of the Rings Online is Phoenix, because I got that name on day -3 of that fucking server. So, yeah. Your WoW is my League of Legends. Druid is actually a weird illustrator. Ironically, my mains in most video games are not Druid type characters, though I do have a max level Druid. I have a couple of them in WoW. I apparently have 18 plus... No, I have probably 20 paladins on my WoW account, because I love playing paladin so much. Jedi Knight Sentinel in Star Wars The Old Republic. And to name drop the most amazing person in my life, my half-sister, who used to be on the community team before SWTOR launched, and she has been in gaming most of her life. She is now the director of community for Asmodee for Settlers of Catan. So if you ever go play Catan at like PAX East or PAX Unplugged, there's like the Catan booth where you can buy the game and merch and shit. She will be there, because that's what she does for a living. She's so cool. I'm not. I just work for a digital signage company, and I have a second job working for a university whose university president, founder, chief bottle washer is colloquially known as the Tolkien professor. And he's one of my fellow streamers on Lord of the Rings Online. So I have the best boss. Anyhow, that's me. So I never role-played in an MMO. I have played several MMOs. So now I play Lotro. I play Dungeons & Dragons Online, which is the other MMO that Lotro's dev company makes, Standing Stone Games. And so I'm an official DDO content creator, so I have to make a certain amount of content for them every month. And so my stream nights for them are Sundays. See, we're getting around. There's a circle. We're going around. It's story time with Druid. Because most of y'all only know me from where you saw me in the Rhythm RP Discord or in that other Discord, which we won't talk about because you might not be in it. And so this is all very new to me. And so I'm learning both my in-character way and out-of-character way. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to create a character as my very first character who knew everything, who should know all this stuff. Kyriana didn't know that you can't shoot through pentashields. She knows now. Thank you, Crane. She learned that. Thank you, Forrester. Thank you, Crane. Thank you, Frodo. She's learning not to be quite as much of a dumb bunny, but she's a bit of a dumb bunny. And that masks me out of character not knowing things. So most of what I've been trying to do is learning the systems, learning all the... I love crafting in games. I love making my own shit. So this is stuff I want to... I want to run the stations. I want to do the stuff to get this intel number to be ginormous so I can unlock all this shit, so I can repair my own shit. I like being self-sufficient. I also love the fact that I've got people to run with who are giving me shit. But again, I don't want this shit to break when I'm out and about and nobody's around for a couple of days because, you know, hey, Laura and Cherry's got their fucking anniversary going on right now. And so I don't want to intrude on that. Yeah. Anywho, I said I was going away, and I'm going to go away because I want to go pet the kitty cats. I have kitty cats, and I haven't pet them far enough, and I also need to go take a break anyhow. And the storm's coming in half an hour. The storm is coming. So I think for the rest of my evening, because I do have to go somewhere in the morning, and then I got to go to work for the rest of the afternoon, is I'm probably going to hop over into Legion Remix for a little bit and do some power leveling of alts because I need to collect a few more things. But I might pop back on the server. I don't know. We'll see. Because I do want to RP with more people. And I might have sent you a customer, Chloe. I'm just saying. I hope that I set up that RP hook decently and wasn't too fumbly about it. But anyhow, I'm going to get the hell out of here. You all be good. This is what I say. This is my tagline when I'm signing off for the night. Be good. If you can't be good at it. All right? I'll talk to y'all later and hopefully see you next stream. My schedule is a little bit erratic. I can't stream Tuesday or Wednesday nights because my professor is teaching and I'm the university's Discord and Twitch manager, so I have to keep an eye on shit. It's really cool. I manage a 3,600 person Discord, and I never have to moderate hardly anything. It's so these intellectuals are so weird, but they're lovely, lovely people, and they behave themselves. Everybody's civil, even in disagreements. The worst things I ever have to moderate is people putting the F-bomb in memes. We've got a meme channel, and occasionally people forget that you have to edit those out. Because we're a university, goddammit, people learn how to swear. Much. And then Thursday, I'm going to start streaming again on Thursdays now that the Thursday night class is now in from 4 to 6 in the afternoon, so I'll have my evenings free again. Friday depends on if I'm streaming on Locher, streaming until 6 o'clock. I'm in Eastern time, so 6 p.m. It depends. I will tell you, since you're all here, this Friday, though, it's Halloween, I will be streaming, because every Halloween, if not on the actual day itself, I do a dramatic reading of the legend of Sleepy Hollow. And as the story progresses and it gets a little bit more climactic in the actual climactic event of the Headless Horseman, I really get into it, and I wreck my voice, and it's glorious. So please be here. I'm going to start probably around 8 o'clock Eastern time. Going to read the story. It takes about an hour, hour and a half. And then I'm going to go fuck up and play. I'll probably hop on the server. I don't know. Saturday, I cannot stream because the next 2 Saturdays I can't stream because this Saturday, university thing, we're doing a big... My professor is playing Lord of the Rings online in a marathon again because he does that. My professor's #1 fan is Stephen Colbert. Colbert called his name out at Hall H at Comic-Con one year during the Rings of Power thing. He was like, yeah, I've been listening to this podcast called Exploring the Rings by Professor Corey. I was like, holy shit. In front of 6,000 people. And then it got streamed. Or there's a video of it. The following Saturday, the Lotro and Didio stream teams are going to be doing the Extra Life Children's charity. And so I'll be doing 2 streams for that. One on Lotro stream at 10 in the evening. And then I don't know when I'm doing my DDO shift. We'll find out. Hopefully I will I'll tickle the community manager. I'll make, say, hey, Jerry, can you help me out here? What time am I doing? But the following... My Saturdays are weird. So turn on the little notification thing. Pretend I'm pointing down to the little heart button. Those of you who follow, thank you very kindly. Make sure you keep the notifications on to know when I go live. I do try to stream, but I'm not like a regular streamer. Unfortunately, I have 2 jobs, so guess what? They pay the bills. Streaming doesn't. So, but I love that y'all came here. Thank you so much, all of you folks from Rhythm RP. You're so amazing. I love role playing with you. Let's do it again sometime. All right. Bye now.